I'm packing because I'm going to Cincinnati for the weekend. Guess when I'm leaving? Yeah, right now. If you don't know, I actually went to the University of Cincinnati for a semester and a half and then was sent home for COVID. Never went back. That's when I transferred to NYU. So this is my first time being in Cincinnati since March of 2020. I'm very excited. I'm going with my mom because she's attending a museum conference. I have my brown by far bag and she never travels with me, so I'm bringing her. She never goes anywhere. Ta-da! I am packed. How cute is my little travel setup? It's all matching. Oh my god. After about a 3-hour drive that literally felt like no time at all, it felt like we were in the car for 20 minutes, we arrived at the Cincinnati Museum of Art that I haven't been to in like 5 years. I was anxiously awaiting this Diet Coke that was the most perfect Diet Coke I've ever had in my life, and my mom was anxiously awaiting her coffee. We made our way through the museum. I love this museum. The Cincinnati Museum of Art is one of the most underrated and most beautifully and interestingly curated art museums I've ever been to. I love a museum where the architecture on the inside, besides the art, is also interesting. Every single room feels like you're stepping into a moment in time. And I love that. I love when it doesn't feel like things are randomly placed. It feels immersive. We got free tickets to the Farm to Table Impressionism exhibit because the lady at the front desk was so nice and said, "Here you go." And this was like my dream exhibit. I love Impressionism and I love everything farm to table related. One of my favorite genres of art is like agriculture or food, landscapes, gardening depicted in Impressionism. I just absolutely love it. This was disgusting though. I specifically took this to send to my friend Kat, a rat seller during the siege of Paris. Moving on to nicer things, I was very drawn to this woman in the corner. Not sure why. John Singer Sargent, slay per usual. I was loving this bowl of strawberries again, like I said. One of my favorite genres of art is just bowls of fruit. Walked into this very, very cool, didn't feel like we were supposed to be in their section of the museum, but you actually could walk in. And yeah, this was also stunning. Like the color is insane. Botticelli for the win, per usual. I don't have many memories of this museum, unfortunately. I feel like I've only been 2 times, but this is a part of the museum that I actually remembered and loved. This was one of the coolest paintings there. It was like a little collage of a ton of artists. Very, very cool. After that, we ventured over to the hotel that we were staying at, and we went to the hotel bar, which was the most beautiful bar I've ever seen in my entire life. Fortunately, there was no good food, so at 10:30 at night, my mom and I had to DoorDash Papa John's pizza. I got room service for the first time in my life and did not record for the entire day until heading back to the hotel bar, and that was the end of my Cincinnati trip. We drove home. This was a couple mornings after, and I was making my signature pumpkin spice matcha latte. This was taken like a week or so ago before I realized that the pumpkin spice creamer that I was using was probably not good for you, considering the first ingredient was soybean oil, and I've heard that that is not good. So just so you know, I have switched to Califia Farm pumpkin spice creamer that is almonds and pumpkins. It is finally time to make my favorite fall soup, my veggie heavy spin on Italian penicillin with chicken broth, low sodium, red and a yellow onion, 2 questionable looking, probably one because this one's smushy, red pepper, lots of garlic, carrots and celery, salt, pepper, red pepper, olive oil, and water. Let's do it. Ta-da! Red pepper, a lot, salt. Before we're gonna try turmeric, garlic powder. Okay, the soup is at a boil. It's not done yet, but then I'm gonna use this thing, which I've actually never used before, and I'm gonna blend it up. And then this in. I would normally add pastina, but I can never find it anywhere, so. My favorite cookies of all time, right here, so you can screenshot the recipe. What are they called? Brown butter cinnamon pumpkin cookies. Oh, literally the best cookie I ever had. I'm not going to take 100% credit for this recipe, but I think I used measurements from somewhere and then kind of tweaked it to be my own. So I'm getting that started now. I'm a person who measures out ingredients, so that's what I'm doing. Butter browning, we've got two things going on, and then all the ingredients are measured out. So yeah, I'm gonna add, here's the egg. I'm gonna add half a cup of brown sugar, and then I'll do half a cup of regular sugar. Ready to be mixed. Blended all of the soup. Finish with a drizzle of olive oil.